Hello Ds, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna, and welcome back to the latest Benidorm news update that we give you here on the channel every Monday and Friday. Let's start with today's video, shall we? First of all, let's talk as usual about the tourism update. As you all know, even though we are technically tomorrow, it's going to be 1st of February already. It's one more month left of a calendar winter. But even so, there's quite a lot of people on the streets. Benidorm is full right now because we have the Benidorm Fest, the Eurovision pre-selection contest here in Spain, and it's being celebrated in Benidorm. So there's so many people who are Euro fans from all over the places, not only Spain, but outside of it too. There is tourists, as usual, couples, solo travelers, those who are coming with sports teams to train and still explore when they have some free time off. Thus, definitely quite a lot of people, a very nice atmosphere in town that we'll be showing you throughout this weekend here on the channel. So don't miss it out. Apart from that, there's Benidorm Fest. The grand finale will be right now this weekend. There's also the Tapas Fest to select the best tapa, somehow themed and related towards the Benidorm Fest or like the Eurovision in general, which is going to be also throughout these days and first days of February. Then we still have the museums. We have the open air expositions on the Poniente beach. We have the Sea Museum in Rincon de Loix on the Levante beach as well. We have Benidorm's Cross, the natural park. All different kinds of attractions are still available for you guys. And it's just still a great time to come here on holidays, even though technically it is winter. And you would think that the city is empty and dull, but it's not the case whatsoever. Continuing with the second news is about the prices in Benidorm hotels. It is interesting to see, especially if you are a yearly visitor or if you live here like we do, to actually check what the prices are and how they were changing throughout the last, let's say, 5 years. And we've seen the statistics and the latest numbers. And actually, in the last 5 years, prices in Benidorm hotels have gone up by 36%. So more than 1/3 of the actual price, which is insane. The average price last year, you will see it here on the screen. The average price for last year for a room inside of Benidorm Hotel, in general, if you take like all the hotels from 1 to 5 stars and you take the average room price per night, it's going to be this one, 105 euros and 17 cents. When in 2019, right when pandemic started, the price was of 76 euros and 91 cents. It was more than possible and probable to get a room that costed less than 100 euros. And these were some nice rooms in a good 4-star hotel. But now, even 3-star ones, the average price is 105 euros. The national price for hotel rooms, however, is still around 128, 122. So we are below it. So it's not as bad as it could be and as it is in other parts of Spain, like biggest cities, Madrid, Barcelona, where you have really expensive 5-star hotels. Actually, prices are way worse out there. The most expensive month, obviously, still maintains August. August is the month when not only international tourists but national ones also are coming on holidays. It's the month when all the official administration workers are also getting their holidays. Thus, it is the most expensive one because you're not able to cater for everyone who wants to come here to the region. In August, it was 154.79 euros. July was the second most expensive one, and it's still going to be probably this year as well, 141 euros 47 cents. September and July more or less go around the same price, 117, 119. And then spring and slightly further, like autumn, winter months, are slightly less expensive. The least expensive one probably is January and February, and then it starts increasing slowly but surely. So as you could have seen, the average room price, especially in August, is 150 something euros, which is quite a lot for just a regular normal room, not in a fancy hotel. but just in a touristic area in the peak season. This is what peak season does. And this is why a lot of people switch from it to other months that are still perfect for visiting when it's not so hot and there's not so many heat waves. Although last year was just perfect, hopefully this year is going to be the same weather here. That will be just the best holidays ever for a lot of you guys. No heat waves, just gorgeous 33 maximum degrees and no 80% of humidity. That would be just great if it would continue to be like this. So people are just switching to September, June, May, October, even November months, even now in winter because it's cheaper than in summer, but you still get to enjoy everything except from swimming in the beach, on the sea, in the sea. But apart from that, you can enjoy a lot of other things that this region has to offer. Let us know if you've switched in the last 5 years, the season when you are arriving to Spain, Costa Blanca, or Benidorm town. The last news I wanted to share with you all is a brand new part of a very, very popular hotels chain group. You know that in Benidorm we have quite a few very popular, very well-known hotels chains groups such as Magic Costa Blanca, which is where I've worked quite a while ago already, with their numerous hotels, especially catering for families. And there's one for celebrations, which is called Celebrations, as it is Benidorm Celebrations, for stag hen parties, etc. Then there is the Mid Playa hotels chain that also has hotels oriented for families, children, holidays, plus the Servigroup hotels, which also do have different types of hotels for different types of needs, different amount of stars, and price range too. But all of them mostly are situated in the international area, like the British area, Rincon, Deloitte, or the city center. Servigroup hotels have announced that they will be providing a brand new accommodation option. They've never ever had it before, I think, and now it's for the first time ever. It's going to be apartments, a whole building with touristic apartments. There's not going to be a lot of them. They do not give a lot of information though. The only thing that we were able to see is that it's going to be around 10 apartment buildings, so it's not a huge one. There's going to be an infinity swimming pool. There's going to be some services, parking as well for the guests, probably a bar, restaurant, cafeteria on the inside, maybe some playing area for children or gardens, etc. And it's going to be located right on the Poniente beach in Benidorm town, which is starting to be of a bigger claim each year. More and more tourists are trying to go for that area. Thus, obviously, well, if there is interest in it, hotels are investing in that particular place, which is what Servigroup Hotels did. We tried to search for some information on their official website, but there was nothing so far. It's going to be opening by summer season, which means that maybe they're ultimating all the details, but it should be available shortly on their websites. So check it out if you want to stay in a different type of accommodation, but with the same hotels chain that you used to stay before. And now let's talk about the weather. What's going on right now? What's the weather going to be like? Because today we had a little bit of everything. Right now, the sun is shining. As you can see, it's nice outside. It's lovely even to be like this with an open, like very light jacket. It's perfectly fine. But today in the morning, it was raining. And all the mountains were covered. I'm going to insert you a short clip here, us in the morning driving right outside Benidorm. This is what it was looking like. Pretty ugly, isn't it? But after a while, the sun came out, and as you can see, there is literally not a single cloud almost left in the sky. And this is what the weather will be like for the upcoming days. It's going to be a mix of clouds, sunshine. It shouldn't be raining, even though there are parts of Spain where the rain will be in the nearby communities, nearby regions. But our region, as usual, more or less is safe from a bad weather. Even so, the temperatures are not as perfect as they could be. There's not going to be any 20 degrees, even though it might feel like it. If you stay for a long time like this on the sunshine, you will feel like it's really, really warm, even though it's only around 16, 17 right now on the streets. And if you go in the shade, somewhere in the like below the trees, around the buildings, in the area that provides you shade for a long time, it will feel quite chilly and you will need something to cover yourselves up slightly more. The worst part is mornings and night times. That is when there's slightly more of humidity. And that is when you actually can say that, oh yes, we are in winter definitely right now in Benidorm town and in general in a whole entire Spain. But here it's slightly better because the sun is shining. There's a lot of flowers. There's a lot of natural green plants around us. The sky is blue. The sun is in the sky, and it just makes it way easier to tolerate winter in our region. So if you are coming right now on holidays, even though it's slightly chilly, it's still a lovely, lovely place to enjoy everything that this region has to offer. Thank you for accompanying us in today's short news update from Benidorm, Costa Blanca, Spain, and we'll see you in a new video tomorrow here on the channel, which is where we'll show you what is the atmosphere here during the Eurovision pre-selection contest. And on Sunday, hopefully we'll see a new video from lovely or not so lovely tapas places. Maybe these will be the ones to avoid. Who knows? We'll see you then. Bye, G's.